Hello, I'm one of the many foremen here at Henkels & McCoy and want to welcome you to the company. You know, it was several years ago that I went through my orientation at Henkels & McCoy, and I can tell you, I'm safer for it and proud to work here. This presentation is part of your personal orientation to safety at Henkels & McCoy. We hope that your employment at Henkels & McCoy will be long and prosperous, but most of all, we want it to be safe. Safety is an important part of everybody's job at Henkels & McCoy. It helps us to meet our vision to be the safest contractor in the markets we serve and to fulfill our goal and daily mission. Simply put, nobody gets hurt.
Founded in 1923 by John B. Henkels, Henkels & McCoy has recognized safety as a core value. It was Mr. Henkels himself who said, "Never walk away from an unsafe condition or act." It's this commitment to safety that continues to drive our ultimate goal, that nobody gets hurt at Henkels & McCoy. The signatures you see here are those of today's Executive Safety Council. Just like our founder, this group is also committed to providing the resources to achieve an injury-free environment for our employees, our customers, the public, and for Henkels & McCoy as a company. We measure our success by injuries prevented and lives saved. We're determined to be world-class and the safest contractor in the markets we serve. The key is for each of us to personally commit our time and energy to safety on the job as well as at home. When each of us takes on this responsibility, we achieve a strong safety program. Let's take a look at what Henkels & McCoy does for its customers and the millions of people who live and work in our communities. Critical infrastructure services, such as electric power, communications and teledata networking, gas, pipeline, renewable energy, and water industries with engineering and training services are provided to residential, utility, commercial, and governmental customers. As you can see, these utilities and customers who service our world benefit and depend on Henkels & McCoy to come through for them every time. As you begin your work at Henkels & McCoy, you'll see posters like this one, which communicate our safety commitment and vision, the Executive Safety Council's commitment, and the 7 safety principles. Our vision is to be the safest contractor in the markets we serve and fulfill our goal and mission that nobody gets hurt. This vision is supported by our committed leadership as well as the safety principles. Safety at Henkels & McCoy is principle-based, not just because our boss tells us to do it, but because if it's not the right thing to do, we don't want you to do it. The 7 principles are very straightforward. Number 1, all injuries are preventable. Number 2, management is responsible for preventing injuries. Number 3, all hazards can and will be safeguarded promptly. Number 4, training employees how to work safely and effectively is essential. Number 5, working safely is a condition of employment. Number 6, safety observations with coaching are fundamental. And number 7, we will promote safety both at work and at home. These are exciting times at Henkels & McCoy. As the number of injuries has decreased, the safety performance at H&M has significantly improved. If you remember, one of our first safety principles was that all injuries are preventable. We have made great strides, but we can never stop striving for perfection when it comes to safety. This is a safe place to work and a good time to be joining Henkels & McCoy. Safety can be achieved in many ways, but at Henkels & McCoy, we believe it's best when it's part of our internal belief system. Or as we say, it's felt, as in felt leadership. Think of safety like this. If you can believe and understand the significance of our vision and the 7 principles, then you will feel it and practice them all the time. Felt leadership, in simple terms, is walking the talk, where all employees demonstrate to the organization that they are living proof of our safety principles at work. This means they believe in the effort it takes to be safe and know that we will be better off by living these principles. By doing so, we're asking for your commitment as well as setting an example for each of us to follow. This is a simple and easy way for you to demonstrate felt leadership. You may be asking yourself, what can I do today? my first day on the job to actively show my commitment to safety at Henkels & McCoy? It's simple. Start every meeting with a safety contact, also known as a safety message or safety talk. It can be as simple as reminding everyone to wear their seatbelts, or as detailed as a new safety procedure. Either way, it advances the awareness of safety and shows through felt leadership that you care. Safety contacts also set the tone that safety is a value and an integral part of life at Henkels & McCoy. By keeping safety front and center through the use of a safety contact, we support our vision of nobody gets hurt. Here's some examples of safety contacts that you could use today.
Remind people not to tailgate when driving. Use fall protection. I'll let you read the rest. These safety contacts are in the orientation brochure that can be referenced and used at any time. Let's now take a look at safety coaching observations, which are one of the safety principles at Henkels & McCoy.
As you're out working during the day, you may be observed by your foreman, supervisor, general foreman, safety person, the customer, or simply the person right alongside of you. A safety coaching observation, also known as SCO, is the way we interact to recognize those behaviors we want repeated and to discuss, coach, and counsel those at-risk behaviors we want to eliminate. More specifically, an SCO establishes and reinforces safe work practices through positive discussions. It increases participation with all employees, prevents injuries and property loss, raises safety awareness, and increases hazard recognition with all employees. SCOs identify weaknesses and strengths in safety systems and motivate people to think safely and work safely. Let's learn how to utilize the 6-step process.
The 6 steps to a safety coaching observation are: Step 1, introduce yourself and observe the work. Step 2, comment on safe work practices. Step 3, comment on at-risk or unsafe behaviors. This is the time to ask questions and take action as needed. Step 4, get an agreement to work safely. It is important to get agreement from the employee to work safely both now and in the future. Step 5, always open it up to discuss other safety issues at the job. Step 6, thank the crew for their time and commitment to work safely. If you are asked or required to complete an SCO, you will also complete a coaching observation card to document the safe and at-risk behaviors observed. This data is used for trending. There are 2 charts which show our overall trends on a monthly basis. These trends are used for developing training programs, awareness emails and alerts, and similar communications to prevent injuries before they happen. Unfortunately, as much as we strive for 0 incidents, we know at times we will experience setbacks. The key to any safety culture is to learn from our mistakes and not to let them happen again. To do this, we use a process called incident investigation. It starts with an initial response and report, and that's your job. When an incident occurs, we want you to report it immediately. A team will be formed to determine the facts. It's about fact-finding and not fault-finding at Henkels & McCoy. Please do your part to report all near misses, incidents, injuries, and illnesses to me or your supervisor immediately. At Henkels & McCoy, there are many different work practices that we perform while servicing our clients. Many of these work practices are standard and should be applied consistently no matter where we work.
When you see a work practice being used, please follow it. It's essential to achieving our goal and daily mission that nobody gets hurt. To keep safety front and center in your mind, we have developed a comprehensive safety communication program to improve the level of safety awareness. We encourage you to use them, read them, and put them into practice every moment you are at work and even at home. More than likely, you drove to work today. At Henkels & McCoy, safe driving is a necessity, whether you're driving a company vehicle or your personal automobile. We all share the road with others going to and from work. Safe driving is fundamental to our goal that nobody gets hurt. It is important you understand and practice these 4 behaviors when driving. No tailgating. Stay back when stopped. First move forward, and no distractions. Not everyone is a driver at Henkels & McCoy. However, it is important that each of us understands and follows these safe driving behaviors. We talked about felt leadership, safety contacts, safety coaching observations, incident investigation, work practices, communications, and safe driving. Now, let's hear again from a foreman. His personal experience with the safety program helps him be aware of potential safety problems before they occur and keeps him, his co-workers, and crew members safe.
John, thanks for doing the safety coaching observation today. Your felt leadership makes a big difference with the crews. Also, thanks for driving safely. You really understand the concept of the 2-second rule and no tailgating. You drive just like a pro. Hey, you're new to Henkels & McCoy. You see that? The tire looks low. It is low. Let's take care of that. I used to have to be told what to do. Now I know what to do. I also reach out and help my fellow coworkers work more safely. I'm what you call interdependent. I not only help myself, but help others. A while ago, I was introduced to this tool called the Bradley Curve. Let me talk to you about the phases of the Bradley Curve for a minute. At Henkels & McCoy, we've adopted the Bradley Curve as one of our measures of safety success. This helps Henkels & McCoy evaluate what phase of safety achievement we've obtained. In addition, it helps us paint a clear picture of our ultimate goal of being interdependent. You know, helping each other. That's interdependence. Notice that the Bradley Curve starts with being reactive and dependent on being told what to do. Incident rates can be very high here. The further you move to the right, the safer and interdependent we become. Incident rates drop. The lower the injury rate gets, the less likely it will ever go high again. My advice to you is know and do the right thing and become interdependent. Help us all move to the interdependent or world-class safety stage where we all look out for each other. When employees feel responsible for the safety of themselves and their coworkers, we become a strong team. Safety must be everyone's core value.
Now, you've just heard from one of our foremen. Take a moment and listen to quotes from other operations personnel at Henkels & McCoy.
Dennis says, "It's the most comprehensive, complete program I've ever seen in my career." Will says, "Many good things are going to come from this program. I see Henkels & McCoy being the safest place to work." Ryan says, "The safety transformation is a proactive approach to being a leader." Ron says, "All the time. I have teenage sons." It should be obvious to you now that safety ownership is a key to success at Henkels & McCoy. It's not simply the safety person's job to come out and do an inspection to make sure things are safe. It's your job to follow the rules and to look out for each other. We're happy to have you as part of the Henkels & McCoy team.
It should be obvious to you now that safety ownership is a key to success at Henkels & McCoy. It's not simply the safety person's job to come out and do an inspection to make sure things are safe. It's your job to follow the rules and to look out for each other. We're happy to have you as a part of the Henkels & McCoy team.
Once again, I'd like to welcome you to Henkels & McCoy. Please do your part, follow the rules, and look out for one another. Remember, nobody gets hurt.